Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to the video blog. Wow, hard to believe. And it's always driven me crazy. It's not Christmas Eve yet because it's Christmas Eve day, so it's the day before Christmas. We're still here video blogging, doing our thing, and hope you're getting ready for Santa Claus to make his way. I will be here with a very special. Okay, probably won't be very special tomorrow. I don't even know what it's going to be about tomorrow. Probably about Christmas. But back with the video blog today, and today's topic. I love my country. And I'm talking in terms of country music. It's kind of funny that most of my friends who are not in the music industry know that I'm a big fan of rock and of rap and of all different types of music. If you've been following along with the video blog here, you wouldn't really know a whole lot about the fact other than I work in Nashville and I work in the country music industry, but I don't talk a lot about what I do, and I don't talk a lot about country music. If you look back at some of the blogs I talked about, my favorite Christmas song is by Run DMC. We've done blogs on the latest Guns N' Roses album. We've done blogs on looking for an old Tom Petty song. But you don't hear me talk about country music very often. Part of that is by design. As I said, I didn't come into country music until, I shouldn't say later in life. Let's put it this way, I didn't grow up with country music in my family. My folks were born and raised in Chicago. They were city folks. They weren't country music fans. My dad was more, and again, this goes back into the 60s, when I was born, but he was more into the middle-of-the-road stuff. Really, for my dad, more jazz than anything else. A lot of, I don't say Mel Torme, that vocal jazz, but George Shearing was his favorite piano player. I know he liked Ella Fitzgerald, so we had a lot of jazz around. My mom likes all sorts of music, actually watches some MTV, or used to back in the day. But really didn't have a musical, style per se. My first exposure to country music was the television show Hee Haw back in the late 1960s. When my dad was working at a small-town TV station in Quincy, Illinois, WGEM, on Saturday nights they ran the Lawrence Welk Show back-to-back with Hee Haw, as many stations back in the late 60s did, late 60s, early 70s. And at the time, as a young 8 to 13-year-old kid, I didn't get Hee Haw. I didn't enjoy Hee Haw. I didn't like Hee Haw. It didn't appeal to me. Fast forward to 1979 when I went to my first real paying job in radio. And where do I end up? Bought a little bitty country station out in the middle of the woods in Chesapeake, Virginia. At the time, WQZQ. I'll be honest with you, I worked the graveyard shift. I was basically babysitting the Charlie Douglas show based out of Opryland. And it was painful. Well, little did I realize that job would change my life, and that my next big job at WCMS, the legendary country radio station, would definitely change my life. I didn't expect to do country music the rest of my life, and actually have worked at other formats and other stations in between, but country music made an impact. And what I found out is that I could work in country music, enjoy country music, but still not have to live it. I could still enjoy music because there are other formats of music to be able to listen to and enjoy. Well, here we are, 30 years later, and country music is one of my favorite kinds of music. And what's funny is the music that I used to really hate growing up as a kid when I first started the business is actually some of my favorite country music. That I go back to listening to Waylon Jennings and to Willie Nelson and to John Conley. And even songs that many people don't listen to today, like artists like Sylvia and Charlie McClain. I enjoyed them for what they were. I met all these people over the years. They were wonderful, nice people. And when I hear some of those 1980s country songs, it brings back some warm memories. It brings back some, that carefree when I was a kid spirit. That, yeah, I was still a rocker, and I still loved rap. But if it weren't for country music, as the old song goes, I'd go crazy. I thank my lucky stars every day I was introduced to country music. And lo and behold, later in life, got to appreciate Hee Haw, own a bunch of DVDs, watch it, laugh hysterically, because I know the people who made the show, I know where it was made, and I know a little bit of the history of it now. And I'm able to appreciate it a lot more. And I miss Buck Owens every day. And one of my cherished possessions in life is one of those red, white, and blue Buck Owens guitars that I was fortunate enough to get autographed for me by the man himself shortly before he passed away. I'm very blessed. And it's kind of a fitting, I guess, tribute for the day before Thanksgiving. I love my country. Have a good one. Back with you tomorrow on Christmas Day. Get to bed early for Santa Claus.